Mother Nature is gifting us one more day tomorrow before the rain comes in. Rainfall rates with this storm anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch per hour, and actually a little bit more intensity from areas around Park City up to Morgan, so along I-80, and that's where we're picking up, again, potentially some heavier rainfall. So this is kind of just an appetizer of what's to come later today. More thunderstorms are expected. In fact, the National Weather Service has gone ahead and issued a flash flood watch for all of central and southern Utah. There's enough instability in the atmosphere, so these storms producing heavy rainfall, some gusty winds, and lightning is still an issue. I'm not seeing a lot of rotation with that storm, but we are seeing some indication with some of these storms that they could potentially have a little bit of rotation in them. For southern Utah, the last couple hours have been active, and then within the last 20 to 30 minutes, everything's starting to die out. We're losing that daytime heating, and the atmosphere doesn't have as much juice to work with as it did yesterday. If you think that's hot, just wait till you see temperatures later in the week. We keep going up. KSL Weather Network again showing temperatures still warm, 89 degrees. By the way, the average high for this time of year is 89 degrees, and we're seeing it at our 10 o'clock hour. Pushing the jet stream high above us and keeping all the cool and wet air to our north, we will be hot and dry underneath this big ridge, and it's not going anywhere through the weekend.
Yesterday was hot enough.
Yes, it was.
I think we were all going, we're okay right now.
I know, and unfortunately we have to take those numbers a little bit higher, and then a little bit higher, and then a little bit higher. Yeah, there's a lot of heat on the way. Guys, as I said before, not all heat is bad heat. We got hot tamales.
That's awesome.
We got red hots.
I like that.
There's some good stuff.
I like that. What do you think? Hot tamales?
I'm good with the red hots.
Okay.
It's air conditioned. It's hot, and the wind machine is on. South winds 21 miles an hour. So how long does this continue, and how hot do we get? We'll look at the forecast coming up. We have an excessive heat warning for areas in Nevada, and we are expecting temperatures to be up near 118 degrees for Vegas later this weekend.
So as we're talking about the end of the ski season and skis, you might be talking snow tomorrow, it sounds like.
It looks like it. The next system moving in, cooler conditions, and up about 9,000 feet, I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of snow.
Wow.
Northern and central mountains, but probably not enough to ski on. So for those of you who are grabbing your skis and heading out the door, pause for just a moment. Most of us will just see the rain tomorrow. KSL Weather Network, well, we started off with blue skies, 80s yesterday, 70s today, 60s on the way for tomorrow. Those clouds indicating there's a weather system on the way. North winds 10 miles an hour. We have seen some breezy conditions down in southern and central Utah, and you may keep those winds a little breezy through the day tomorrow as that system passes through. Temperatures overnight tonight dropping into the 50s, and by tomorrow morning, midday, we're looking for rain in the area. It's been sunny and nice all of Memorial Day, but we're starting to see those changes as we typically do this time of year. Temperatures across northern Utah in the 60s, 70s across the Wasatch Front. We did make it into the 80s for southern Utah, but we were all in the 80s yesterday, enjoying about 86 degrees for the high around Salt Lake City. Big area of high pressure to the south has been what's warmed us up the last couple of days, but notice there's cooler air moving in, and it wants to join us. I think it's going to get that opportunity heading into tomorrow. Satellite radar, lots of moisture coming in from the Pacific. We have the jet stream, which are the fast-moving winds in the upper part of the atmosphere that have dipped down and moved in, and that's allowed lots of moisture to just come right over us. Clouds first, rain coming second, and here's our next systems too. That's what's going to give us the lift and the opportunity to see showers heading into tomorrow. So overnight tonight, just increasing clouds. It's tomorrow morning, possibly around our Tuesday morning commute, that we see the potential for showers across the area. So do note that if you can, maybe plan to leave a few minutes ahead of time. Slow your speeds if the roads are wet. This low pressure treks eastward, and during the day, again, cooler air filtering in means possibly a little bit of snow for the northern and central mountains. And for the valleys, we're looking for the chance for rain, even some thunderstorms down towards central and southern Utah. The system moves on, and we get a brief break Tuesday night into Wednesday. Round number 2 comes. This one doesn't look quite as strong, but it could produce another round of rain for the northern part of the state heading into your Wednesday evening, Thursday morning. After that, we're actually going to dry out a bit. Here's how temperatures shape up, though, overnight tonight. Clouds move in. We're not moving around too much. 40s and 50s overnight, so a little bit of a cool start tomorrow morning, but the day will feel cooler with the clouds in place. We're looking for the 70s across the Uinta Basin, down towards the south in Hanksville. You'll still reach the 80s once again and feel more of that cooler air on Wednesday. Central Utah in the 60s overnight tonight, dropping into the 40s. And then for Dixie, you're back up in the mid-80s tomorrow. Not as warm as the last couple days, and a slight chance for some of those showers to move into the air on Tuesday. After that, though, it looks like you escape, bring back the sunshine, the warmer air. Here in the 90s. by next Saturday. Northern forecast, we are looking for temperatures to be about 20 degrees cooler tomorrow than they were over the weekend. So we're definitely feeling that cooler, drier, or wetter air, I should say, the drier air down towards the south. Along the Wasatch Front, we'll slowly take those rain chances out by Thursday into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. High pressure returns and a warm up. But, you know, tomorrow I don't mind a good rainy day after a couple days of sunshine and nice weather.
Yeah, your timing's impeccable, so we can live with that.
All right.
All right, thank you.
For a check of the weather, back over to Lynae. We're just getting sick and tired of this hot weather. When is the snow coming back, Lynae?
Oh,
No,
you know.
no snow. No.
It's always interesting what people want. You know it'll be back. It's just not back yet. Let's just try to enjoy the sunshine that we have. And we are going to start to cool temperatures off. We're already starting to see the changes. And that includes a little bit of what's going on a vortex. If you go outside, you'll notice it doesn't feel cool at all. Still very warm. We had clouds roll in overnight and kind of just stick with us. And clouds act like a blanket. They don't allow temperatures to cool off much. So we stay warm under those clouds last night. And we're starting to see a little bit of shower activity moving towards the St. George area. Still a system down to the south that it's churning up a little bit of moisture. So some showers may start you off in St. George, but you'll start off cooler than most of us. 77 degrees in Dixie, 70 in Provo, 75 in Salt Lake, 58 currently in Logan, and 59 in Rock Springs. What we will see today, a few changes. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Northern Utah still hot. Most of us in the upper 90s, low 100s along the Wasatch Front. You'll notice clouds are starting to move in, though, more clouds than what we've seen the last couple days. Central Utah, we're warming it up, and more clouds for you as well. Maybe even a couple isolated storms. Southern Utah, the storms you had last night are back again today. And so the National Weather Service has issued a flash flood watch in effect for areas in southern Utah into Nevada from noon today till 9 p.m. That's when we're expecting thunderstorms to hit. Areas with a red flag warning, we could see dry thunderstorms, meaning they won't produce a lot of rain. They could produce lightning. There's the storms that rolled through last night for Dixie, but look at all the cloud cover left over. Again, an indication that the moisture is returning to the forecast, and that is going to mean a chance for thunderstorms heading into the next few days. Now, let's start with central and southern Utah today. By 5 p.m., we are looking for thunderstorms across areas from maybe even Provo to areas around Nephi, Manti. Do expect to possibly see a couple thunderstorms form. They may not produce as much rain as that moisture comes back, but if you get under them, they will produce some sort of rain as well as lightning and some gusty winds. Tomorrow afternoon, well, by 11 a.m., we're starting to see thunderstorms form again. That was back as we do warm up during the afternoon. Thunderstorms are expected across a good portion of the state. So for today, we'll keep a 20% chance for areas in central Utah further south. The further south you go, the closer you are to the moisture source, so a better chance for you in Dixie and areas around southeastern Utah. Tomorrow, we bump this up, so statewide sees a chance for thunderstorms. Today, 95 in your high in Vernal, 101 in Moab, 102 in Lake Powell. This doesn't change a lot for southern Utah. You get the same kind of weather you've seen in the last few days, which is a warm up 80s and 90s in the afternoon and a chance for thunderstorms during the later afternoon and evening. Northern Utah, still hot across a good portion of the state, including the Wasatch Front, 102 Spanish Fork, 100 in Salt Lake, West Jordan. But guys, by tomorrow, we'll try to get those temperatures out of here. Even Dixie is cooler than we are. 98 degrees for the high today, 100 on Wednesday. Thunderstorm chances through the weekend as temperatures warm up. As we look at the Wasatch Front forecast, 100 today. Let's stop the hundreds there. We'll drop temperatures as that moisture moves back. And yes, thunderstorm chances in the forecast through the weekend. So kind of going back to that wetter, warmer pattern as opposed to the hot and dry that we've seen.
We'll take it. You know, we're never happy, are we? When it's hot, we want the snow. When there's snow, we want it warm.